Welcome to Inland Empire Alive, bringing you issues, events, and perspectives from throughout San Bernardino and Riverside counties. I'm David Brady, and on today's show, Amy Durante with the Time for Change Foundation talks about nominating founder Dr. Kim Carter-Tillman as 2025's National Remarkable Woman. That's today on Inland Empire Alive. I am delighted to welcome back my next guest, Dr. Kim Carter-Tillman, the founder of the Time for Change Foundation, as well as Amy Durante, the program administrator. Kim, you are a remarkable woman. And let me explain what that means. In 2025, you were named the Nexstar Media Group's National 2025 Remarkable Woman of the Year. Tell me about the process that led to that recognition.
First of all, thanks for having me on the show. I'm really excited to be here.
My pleasure.
And none of that wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for this woman right here. She was sitting on her couch and she wrote a letter. She heard an appeal from KTLA Channel 5 that just asked if you know somebody in your community who's ordinary, doing extraordinary things, just nominate them. So out of those 1,500 letters, they selected her letter. And I didn't know anything about it. I was just coming to, because I'm the founder of the Bebop Center as well. Yep. I was just coming to work one day. We could have a pitch competition. And I walk into a bunch of fanfare. And it's all these women, cameras, lights, action. I'm like, what's going on here? And it was a surprise.
Well, Amy, talk to me about that. Tell me about what motivated you when you saw that appeal going out for, hey, nominate a remarkable woman. What went through your mind?
I immediately knew when I seen that air on KTLA, nominate your remarkable woman. She is the absolute most remarkable woman that I know. She has completely transformed my life to be the woman that I am today. I actually started out at Time for Change Foundation November 12th, in 2012, as a client in the homeless shelter. I had lost everything. I had lost custody of my two boys, who were my whole entire world. That led to being in a really abusive relationship. And every time I tried to leave, I was homeless. And it eventually led to drug addiction. And I had lost everything in my whole entire world that I loved. I was a broken woman. And I came to her. I was 98 pounds dripping wet, a little blue wig on my head. You wouldn't even recognize me. And I stand here today, 13 years clean and sober. I have an amazing relationship with my boys. And I'm now the program administrator at Time for Change, where I get to help women like myself. I'm married and I'm a homeowner. And so I just really wouldn't be the woman that I am today if it wasn't for coming to this woman who I now call my mom. she's more than just, a boss. She's become family. And
well, Dr. Kim, I know that this work comes from a very personal place for you. Can you talk about what prompted you to start Time for Change?
It was like I had a desire on the inside to change my life, but I didn't have a place to change at. And I realized that every time I recycled in and out of incarceration, every time I came out from institutions of getting, a little handout, but never a hand up, that I kept going back in. But inside was a little girl that wanted to grow up and she wanted to live. And when she found that option, she found that one little narrow window, she jumped through it. And so, what made my journey extraordinary was because when I did jump through that opportunity, society wasn't ready for a person like me to come back from incarceration and drug addiction. They wasn't ready for me to come back and get a job with living wages and to be able to take care of my family. But this little girl wasn't going back inside them cages neither, so we began to fight. So I started having policy advocacy, you know me for protesting, marching, and telling the story. And when I started telling the story, more women who were in the dark started coming to where I was. So I realized that I wasn't alone. I wasn't the only one out here invisible in society. There was more of us who wanted to reclaim our rightful roles, and that's what we was going to do. And I say it in a way that is so passionate because it was not an option to not be out here. Now, I didn't know then I was going to go on to be as successful as I am. I didn't know I was going to go on from homelessness to building affordable housing, that I was going from not even being able to get a job to managing multi-million-dollar contracts. I didn't know I'd be able to fundraise. I didn't know I was going to be building buildings. Like, I didn't know that then. So I am clearly
But here we are, 24 years
here
later.
because of a God that I serve. So I just want to put that out there. There's no way on God's earth that I will be here. All I ever wanted to do was get an apartment with a nice little bathroom, and I was going to be real content. I didn't have big dreams. I didn't have an opportunity to have big dreams. But the work that I do to help other women keeps me ever present and looking at what else can we do? What else can we do?
How does it feel to be recognized for that work? To not only have folks like Amy who know you on a personal level, but to have, you know, your name plucked from, like you said, thousands of nominees and chosen nationally, recognized on, it was I understand, a TV special on the CW network. You got to go on the Jennifer Hudson show. You got, you know, you got to glam up. I mean, what does that feel like to be, you know?
I want to tell you that I am 32 years clean and sober, and every day I get a gift from God to be that. And as remarkable those experiences sound, 50,000 nominations, 8 different countries, I made it to the top 10. I'm a top 10 CNN hero. I've been to Geneva Convention. I've spoken to women all across the world. I've had my photo in Times Square on the billboard. I've been to Fountain Trevi with global campaigns. I've been all that, but it's always been a humbling experience because I know I'm being used by a power greater than myself to be able to help empower other women. It's never really been about me. I'm just a nail. I'm just a piece of wood. I'm just the doorknob you turn to get in. Like, I'm just a thing to be used by God to help other people. So I don't get to take credit for that. Do I stop and pinch myself? Absolutely. When Jennifer Hudson played me in a movie directed by Taraji P. Henson, you don't think I was driving down the street? Oh my God, it's Taraji P. Henson on the phone. Hey T, how you doing? I'm human. I'm human. I laugh, I cry, I suffer. But at the end of the day, I know that I'm here on a purpose. I know that I'm here for a reason. So when people say, oh my God, I've had over 500 awards over my life, TV programs, Jennifer Hudson show a couple of times, Steve Harvey, I've been able to share a message of hope and redemption, a message that we can come back from that. And that's what this whole thing is all about. It's about who else can be helped. So here we are right now in the wonderful city of San Bernardino, and tomorrow, which is coming soon for most of your viewers, they will be able to see the Kinetic AI Hub that we're launching, and we're bringing artificial intelligence, information, and technology right here into this area that lacks the vibrant downtown, that doesn't have a lot of business economy going around. But we're getting ready to bridge that gap and make sure that we light this city up, because I don't believe the city is broken. I believe it's just unplugged. So let me go ahead and bring some of that power in here and help revitalize this community so we can have opportunities for more women. Amy's job at the organization, she is fidelity, to make sure the program is working the way it's supposed to work to help women who is just like her. So she has to be there to run that. And the program is, I'm not running the program. I gave that over to Young Leadership a long time ago. I'm doing special projects and new ventures because I have dreams. I still want to be able to invest in more women businesses. I still want to be able to be a venture capitalist. I had a dream to manage a $100 million global fund. I want to be able to put my money where my mouth is and be able to help build more facilities, help more women start businesses. They can go ahead and hire other women. Like, I want to be a real change agent.
We will have much more with Dr. Kim and Amy Durante from the Time for Change Foundation right after these messages.
Join us for our weekly farmers market in San Bernardino. The Farmers Market is ongoing every Tuesday at Court Street Square, located at 349 Northeast Street from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. This event features both farmers and hot food vendors. Come purchase fresh produce at the Farmers Market and enjoy a nutritious lunch for the day. This is a certified farmers market with fresh and quality produce grown by real farmers from the region. For more information, visit our website at sbcity.org/parks. You can also call us at 909-384-5233 or email us at recreation@sbcity.org. See you there.
Well, I'm talking with Dr. Kim Carter-Tillman and Amy Durante from the Time for Change Foundation based right here in San Bernardino. Dr. Kim, you were named the 2025 Remarkable Woman nationally. Amy, By nominating Dr. Kim, you got to be in the spotlight quite a bit. You got to kind of glam up. Were you prepared for the amount of attention this process would shine on you?
I had no idea that my little nomination was going to turn into such a big recognition and well-deserved recognition. I just, and I seen the opportunity to nominate her. I nominated her, then I get a call, keep it a secret. She's the winner. We gotta surprise her with the local winner, and it just went from that, and it just snowballed. She wins $1,000 for the local winner, and then we get to go and spend 3 days in Hollywood alongside 125 amazing women across the
Flown
nation.
from all over the country.
Yes, all these amazing events, a Jennifer Hudson show, fancy galas. It was star-studded. It was amazing. It was so much fun. And then at the final gala that they had, she ended up winning regional and the national recognition.
So each step along the way, you didn't know. It was like another nail biter of like, and how did that feel that each time she just kept moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up?
I know how amazing she is. So in my heart of hearts, I knew that she was.
Did you have
She was
any?
anxious. She was
Did
so
you think she would go all the way and take the top prize?
I have complete faith in her, and
Listen, she
I
was
know she's
anxious.
that amazing.
No, my baby was anxious. I'll tell her, listen, we're already winners. You have to understand, just having the experience and the opportunity to be able to meet other amazing women, to be able to collect on synergy, we're already winners. So we're already winners. You can never go into anything and think defeating mentality, because you already won by being there. That's how I carry myself. I already won by being there. I'm already getting ready to get a commercial. I'm getting ready to get some really good fit. I'm getting ready to get some national exposure. I'm getting ready to try to make an appeal to some worldwide funders on how they can invest in Time for Change Foundation.
I got a minute before I got to let you go.
Yeah.
Tell me how people can find out more, how they can get involved.
So you could go to www.timeforchangefoundation.org and you find out about an amazing organization. We have a gala that will be coming up soon. We have tons of opportunity to
We
participate.
have events all year long.
We have events all the time. We have grand openings, we have events, and we have opportunity for them to support and to volunteer. But
Where is the
change-
greatest need? Do you need volunteers? Do you
The
need
greatest-
donations?
Listen, the greatest need for any nonprofit is going to always be financial resources that have the flexibility to do what needs to be done. She didn't get to share with you how she went to court to fight for her kids 20 times and she was denied until she got that one opportunity that I helped her to get by asking for a donated lawyer, which was $10,000 to give her a real lawyer. She was able to get her parental rights back. Checks do make a difference.
Money
so
makes
I just
things
want to
happen.
say, you out there anywhere, Time for Change Foundation is here. We have impacts, we have results, we are worldwide, and what I'm telling you is you want to be a part of something that's winning, you want to get on team with somebody that's actually making results, come to Time for Change Foundation and see all that we do.
And we would love to have everybody at our annual awards gala. It is going to be April 24th. It's going to be a beautiful event, and that's a big way that they can support. And all proceeds go directly to homeless women and children in our community.
Amy, Dr. Kim, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
you. You are both remarkable women.
Bless them. Thank you so much.
Visit iealive.com.